Um, let's turn that master volume way down. This feels like it should be an established streaming problem. There's no percentage. I guess that's good because it means I don't have to feel compelled to make it a round number, but it's also awkward. Do I want subtitles? No, I don't think we need them. Music's very loud as well. When I'm playing single player, usually I would often I'll turn the music up above the effects volume so I can hear it clearly, because a lot of games have their music mixed really quietly. Okay, I am going to play Total War Warhammer 2, and I am torn between playing pirates or playing Skaven. And I am not sure whether to play pirates or Skaven. I think I'll probably go for Skaven. Let's go for Skaven and give it a go. I was never a Skaven player in Warhammer, but I did have like miniatures that I bought when I was little and painted, not for my armies. And Ikit Claw and Deathmaster Snitch were two of the miniatures that I had, so I have a certain amount of fondness for these guys. Although everyone at the time, everyone painted his blades with red blood coming off them, and I guess actually green warpstone poison makes a lot more sense. He's a lot bigger. Oh, sorry, like the miniature makes him look a lot bigger than he looks there. He looks like kind of a little guy. Anyway, yeah. Ikit Claw. Ikit Claw's exciting just because he starts in the Skaven capital. I don't know, like I haven't... There's a huge number of possible factions to choose from. But I've mostly only played the faction leaders.
We must preserve this world.
Like whoever it is that start, like they're technically the leader of the entire race, and they start in control of the capital, which is, I think most of the factions have a character like that. Few of them it's a bit ambiguous, but mostly there's like a single overall leader for that faction. And I haven't especially wanted to play like some lieutenant guy. Early on in Total War Warhammer 1, I think the way they implemented it was all the factions had a single capital. So
Empire's blessings, yes.
The Empire always starts in Altdorf, because that's the capital of the Empire, and then you could choose one of 3 guys to lead the faction. And then a lot of players modded it so that each lord had a different starting location, because that made the map more interesting tactically. But then in Total War Warhammer 2, all of the factions they added there start with so Tyrion and Teclis are just they're brothers who both live in the place where Tyrion is here, but they've given Teclis a different starting zone just to have him somewhere else, so all the High Elf leaders live in different places and have kind of different stories as a result of their different starting position, which is neat. I'm really glad they did that. It makes the factions way more interesting. It makes the leaders way more interesting. That dude's got a huge dragon. But for some reason, I've never found it particularly appealing to not... Because I kind of think of myself as playing like the High Elves. And therefore Tyrion is kind of the de facto leader of the High Elves. Of course he's in charge, he's the king. Or he's not the king, is he technically? He's like regent or something like that. But anyway, what am I talking about? So, there isn't an overall leader for the Skaven. But Ikit Claw of Khan Skryre is the one who starts in control of the Skaven capital, so I guess I'm playing him. Plus, he's obviously the coolest because he's got lightning and stuff. Is he a Grace? No, he's not a Gracier, is he? Is he a Warlock Engineer? I think he is. Nope. Oh no, I've tabbed out and it won't go back. Oh, there we go.
Supreme Warlock Master, Your knowledge of science and sorcery is unsurpassed. This is your chance to experiment and make the world your playground of diabolical weaponry. Perhaps the Estalians could be your first test subjects. They may well be harboring a wealth of warpstone, and will surely offer little resistance to a carefully aimed doom rocket. To the north, the Bretonnian dukedoms fight for honor and chivalry. Yet they have a soft underbelly, which could easily be exploited by scryers under Empire. Many greenskins dwell in the mountains north of Tilea. They do not know it yet, but both they and the Tileans could prove useful fodder in furthering your research. Your workshop awaits you, my lord. Let the power of Warpstone be felt by all through the explosive experiments of Ikit Claw.
I don't like that guy at all. This is a solid game, but I get why they did it, because it meant they only had to have one voice actor. But that's the weird thing. They've hired a huge number of voice actors. Like every faction leader has their own specific voice actor. Where's Ikit Claw?
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw!
Yeah. Is he? Are these guys different?
Warlock Engineer!
Yeah, those are two different voices, right?
War power!
Similar delivery, but different voices. So like in the context where you're trying to minimize your voice acting budget, and which I think was the case in Total War 1, Total War Warhammer 1, Total Warhammer 1, I don't know. It kind of makes sense to like minimize the amount of possible narrators, so having a shared narrator between all the factions makes sense. But in 2, which is way more lavish, this guy's he's just this random human. Why is this random human telling me what I don't care about the opinion of some human. That's terrible. And I know there's the whole plot thing with Tzeentch and everything, but it doesn't help. I still wouldn't listen to some human. And then also the whole writing of it is same energy as like Sean Bean in Civilization 6, like, oh, great and powerful one, you are so incredible. I don't want to be told that at the start of a game. That's just weird. Right, Skaven. Skaven under Empire. Now, I did try this before. Let's see if we can figure it out. Can corrupt stuff. We need to care about food. Food is a nightmare. I can't remember if they patched it or changed it. I think they did. On launch, it was a nightmare. It was basically impossible to play. I think they've changed it since launch. My objective is to occupy, loot, raise or sack 4 different settlements. Nice and simple. Oh, didn't I install a mod for that? I'm sure I installed like a victory objectives mod. I installed a bunch. I wasn't going to install any mods, and then I installed a bunch of QOL ones, and then I got overexcited. I didn't install a complete Skaven mechanics rework. Okay, how are we doing then? Right, we control the province of Skaven Blight. Total War games have a mechanic, so like a lot of these strategy games, they're province based. Can I go out to the map? No, I can't. How do I go out to the map? You'd think M would go to the map. Let's zoom out. There we go. Is there a politics view? Provinces. There we go. No, no. How do I switch to a view that shows me the coloured provinces? It's got to be here somewhere. Huh. That's interesting. I would have thought there would be like a coloured political view somewhere. Moves on the diplomacy screen. How do I open the diplomacy screen? There.
Relations with foreign powers may be
No, that doesn't
managed
help, does
through
it?
diplomacy, my lord.
Oh well.
Consider your situation.
Anyway, the game is
carefully
province based,
before
which you can
accepting
see
any
the
agreement.
borders here. But then they changed that mechanic in Total War Rome 2, so that the provinces are grouped.
The Empire.
So Miragliano here is grouped with the province of Lucini down here to form. So although they are 2 separate provinces, and although Lucini can build buildings, Lucini is kind of like a supplementary small province to Miragliano, which is the main province, and only Miragliano can build buildings. So Lucini just contributes. Well, sorry, Lucini can add a unit building structure, but the unit that gets built, I believe, gets built in Miragliano, or like the what's it called? Province. Oh, sorry, no, hang on. So Tylea is the province. Are these like settlements? Yeah, these are settlements. Okay, so this is a 2-settlement province. And that province is like a single city in conventional strategy game terms. Like You know, you have a unit of territory, and it's a single unit of territory. It's just split in half. So if I were to go and capture Lucchini, it would suck because Miragliano is where all of the unit, the building spots to build things are. So I would need to capture Miragliano if I wanted an actual productive settlement. And in Rome 2, I really liked. I streamed Rome 2 a couple of years ago. Actually. In Rome 2, I really liked that because it sort of encouraged you to think imperially. You didn't just grab every random province that you came across. You tried to group your provinces together into organised, like government units that you could. It was essentially, it was like collecting property sets in Monopoly, essentially. Like you wanted to complete the set, and it had a good feel to that. And it made, to me, it added to the theme of the Roman feeling, because the Romans very much, I mean, at least, you know, by the time of the late Republic, they were governing like that. They would grab huge swathes of territory and kind of zone them into provinces, and then rule those provinces together, and just kind of, you know, British Empire did the same thing, essentially. In Warhammer, I don't think it's that good. It works in some cases. Can I see the Empire from here? Not really. Like, this is the Empire, but it's all in the fog of war, so I can't really see it. But so, like, the Empire is divided into 12, I think. The Empire is divided into 12 states, and each of the states elects has an elect account that elects the Emperor, which is the same model as the Holy Roman Empire. And so the idea that each of the 12 provinces of the Empire is a province dominated by a capital city surrounded by smaller towns that support it is perfect, and that fits the Empire really well. But there are other places in the world where like down in the Badlands where the orcs live, where like it's all grouped together kind of arbitrarily, like random patches of desert are kind of just grouped together. They don't have any political connection or even really geographical connection. In some cases they're just kind of linked randomly. So you're like, I've captured this one random bit of desert, but I also now will have to capture these other two unrelated pieces of desert that just happen to be nearby. Doesn't feel good at all. And then in Total War Warhammer 2, they've added a lot more single settlement provinces. So Skaven here, the Skaven capital, is a single province, sorry, a single settlement in a single province, and there's a lot of those on the Total War Warhammer 2 map. I really struggle to say that. Which suggests to me that the developers feel a bit similarly, that actually they've... So like here, Miragliano, so this is the country of Tylea, which is the Warhammer version of Italy, only has 2 provinces, and they haven't like crammed it with a full 4 just for the sake of it. They've only created as many as they need to. And Sartosa down here this is like a pirate stronghold. I guess Sartosa is Sicily, right? Sartosa is another single settlement province, and so on. What we got over here, Estalia, which is a bit bigger than Tylea. This is Fantasy Spain, has 3 provinces. So they've kind of just created as many as they needed. So these are good. These are good political divisions. But it's interesting because it kind of, like this structure, it assumes that the province divisions are inviolable. So if I'm playing as Estalia, which I can't do because it's not a playable faction in the game, and I go to war with Miragliano, those 2 countries have like a culture, an existing culture, and like so it would make sense to govern Tylea as a whole country. That's just how conquest works. If I'm the Skaven, though, I don't care even the slightest about human politics. So I'm just gonna conquer random bits of human city, and I don't care whether they're politically part of Tylea or Estalia. It doesn't make any difference to me. So that grouping system fails a little bit in what the game is actually about, which is sort of fantasy races annihilating each other. I mean, I guess there's a whole thing there about like what it means to conquer a city. In the human history Total War games, when you conquer a city, you don't exterminate the population. There is an option to do that in some of them, but mostly you don't exterminate the population. The rulership of the population changes hand. Historically, that's how it's tended to work. There is ethnic cleansing, that is a thing, but most it's just getting new rulers. But in here, it's like Skaven can't conquer a city full of humans. They have to kill them all. They need now a city full of Skaven. So you have to kind of squint, I guess, at the whole thing, because it's all a bit weird. I think in the actual Warhammer setting, territory doesn't really change hands very much, so this problem never comes up. Right, what am I doing? Got to play this game. Okay, Total War is really good compared to a lot of strategy games in that it starts you with a combat, which is fantastic. A lot of strategy games don't do that, so you could play for like an hour and a half without actually seeing combat. Total War just gives you some weak opponent nearby to conquer, so that you can just get started straight away, see your units in combat, see what your leader's like, you know, that kind of thing. What's this guy? So I have, what have I got? Ikit Claw, who's my legendary lord. Your faction leader is, because this isn't a thing in older Total Wars, but in oh no, I guess it is. So you have like generals on the battlefield, but they're not that strong. Whereas in Warhammer, because it's Warhammer, your general is usually your strongest unit by a huge factor. I've got some clan rats, I've got some slaves, I've got some Jezzails, which are like giant rifles. I've got some Ratling guns. Ratling guns are later than like I played Warhammer when I was younger, and Ratling guns are a new addition. And most of the stuff that's new, I'm like, new, I don't like it. But Ratling gun is such a good pun that I love it, it's great. That's a high quality pun. And some Doom Flayers, which are kind of like evil motorbikes. Is that enough to conquer Tabaro, I wonder? Can I see that? Oh yeah, okay, so they've got a garrison of like 5 guys. Yeah, should be fine. And what's this guy? A Warlock Engineer. If I embed him in my army, he'll increase its mobility. Or I could boost the income of my city. I think I want to do that. That's a bit awkward though. So there was a mechanic in Total War Warhammer 1 where you had to deploy your heroes in order to use them. And they removed that, and that's kind of awkward because it means that it's going to tell me every turn that he hasn't moved. And there's a way to fix that, but I can't remember what it is. You have to like... Is it this? Or is it... Hang on. Ah, yeah, here it is. Toggle movement notifications. Yeah, so you have to untick hero not moved, but then you have to turn it on for any hero that you do want to be told about, which is a super fiddly... Honestly, it's not a good way to deal with that. Right, anyway, where are we doing? So we're just going to attack. Is there anything we can recruit? Could recruit some more clan rats. No, let's just go for it.
My lord, your army can bring a doom rocket to battle, an advanced weapon that truly makes you a force to be reckoned with. Only a limited number of them can be stockpiled at a time, however, so use their destructive power sparingly.
Okay, I have nuclear weapons or something. Oh hey, Asa. Playing the game for the first time, it's funny how closely the map lined up with Earth. Not just in the normal fantasy sense, but that looks like Africa. Yeah, absolutely. The Warhammer world is really close to the it's literally just the shape of the world, I guess. Because they didn't add, back when I first started playing Warhammer, the New World didn't exist yet. It was mentioned. It was mentioned that the lizard men, they were called, the faction was called what were they called? Oh damn, I can't remember now. They weren't called the Lizard Men back in the first edition. Oh, not first edition, 4th edition, which is very early. What were they called? Oh, I can't remember. They were like the Topri, the Slan. That's it. They were the Slan. Lizard Men were like a mercenary unit of the Slan, and the Slan had like whole armies of Slan. And so they and the Dark Elves lived across the sea to the west of Ulthuan. That was an established part of the lore, but it wasn't really on the map. It wasn't like America. But yeah, they've gradually filled it out, and now there's like the entire world. Anyway, sorry, right. So I have nuclear weapons, apparently. That seems like something I probably shouldn't bother to use here.
And your warriors are prepared for battle, mighty lord.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Right, so I could encircle them and starve them, or I could just go for it. Let's just go for it. Yeah, there's quite a lot of gags embedded into the Warhammer like map of like the Dark Elves are like the Americans, and like the Lizard Men have a Mayan culture because they live where the Mayans live, and some of it's a bit non-PC and some of it's fine.
Your soldiers are ready to deploy for battle, my lord. They await your orders. I'm trying to remember all the controls
now. Let's have a look. It's been a while since I've played a Total War game. Right, the enemy are going to be deployed somewhere inside this red box. I'm going to be deployed somewhere inside this yellow box. It's a little irritating when I've got like Jezzails to just have a tree in the middle of my deployment area. I wish this game, I'm pretty sure the earlier ones, did they have this? I'm sure the earlier Total Wars, going back to Shogun 1, had a bit more sophistication in like who attacks where, and therefore like being able to choose which direction you attack from and stuff. Maybe I'm imagining that. Maybe that's a different game. But like, it seems implausible that my genius wizard lord would have chosen this hill surrounded in trees to like attack. Why did he not just attack from this direction or like literally anywhere else? It's a bit odd. I feel like some of these maps are designed not with that in mind anyway, right? I always do you can do your deployment here, and I always forget I haven't actually started deployment yet. Oh god, what am I doing? So what have I got here? So I've got some Jezzails, which are, I think, quite long-ranged riflemen. Rifle rats, I suppose. Ah, what I'm doing it wrong again. How do I turn the... I've been playing games where you rotate the camera with right-click. I never played Skaven in tabletop, but I did... I used to say Skaven when I was little. When I was a young teenager, I would say Skaven because I'd never heard anyone say it out loud. Well, like my friends obviously played Warhammer as well, but none of us had ever heard any authoritative source pronounce any of these words because there was no YouTube or anything like that. So we just had to make up our own pronunciations. It's kind of intriguing. It was a completely textual hobby. Anyway, I eventually learned it was supposed to be pronounced Skaven. But I did play Advanced Hero Quest. Advanced Hero Quest was had a lot of Skaven backstory and stuff in it that was really cool. Right, what are these guys? Rattling guns. Let's put them on the other side. Let's put these guys here, and these guys here, and then we'll put our lords on the flank. Who else have we got? Oh, what's this? Oh, the Doom Flayers. Okay, we'll hide the Doom Flayers in here. That'll achieve something, I'm sure. And so I think it's a bit... This game's line of sight can be a bit odd. That hill isn't really high enough for them to fire over, is it? I'm not actually sure. Maybe I should put the... Ah, I keep using the wrong... Let's just grab those guys and go behind them. There we go. How far can the Jezzail shoot? Quite far. Let's see if they can get any shots off.
Position your troops accurately in battle, my lord. Drag out your formations for best effect.
This it's worth saying. Like I probably complain about the UX of this game a lot, but this basic right-click and drag to position unit is really good. Like it's a really good piece of interface design. It allows you to do things like, you know, if I tell this unit to move, they'll just walk forward. But if I zone them like this, I have complete control over their exact position and facing, which is really cool. Like it works really, really well. Except I keep doing it by accident. Go ahead. Anyone dying down here? A couple of guys got knocked over. Seem to have done them much harm. What's this over their head? Got some sort of debuff. Don't know what that is. Oh, right, Ikit Claw's probably got some spells or something. What can he do? Warp Lightning. Could call down a Doom Rocket. I'm hoping I probably don't need to. Oh, here's the Rattling Guns. Oh, look at that. That's great. I'm not sure about all of their ammunition being Warpstone. I guess that's a fairly minor lore point, but like, Warpstone is really rare. Oh, it's supposed to be really rare, so the fact that they're just firing tons and tons of it is a bit odd. Oh, something here. Oh, they found my Doom Flayers. Ah! Run away, Doom Flayers. I don't know what what's that green? Ah, there we go. Hover over it. Low threat. Okay, so they're like weak units.
The enemy attack your flank, Commander. Drive them off.
Fight! Device is charged.
Can I do Warp Lightning on them? Let's try that. See what happens.
Warp lightning.
It's quite satisfying to surround an enemy unit like that so that they form a tight little cluster and then hit them with an AoE. Are the Doom Flayers? Get out of there, Doom Flayers. What are you doing? Does Ikit Claw have some sort of weapon?
The enemy waver, my lord.
No,
Their
they're
troops
off.
begin to flee. Run the cowards down.
What else can I do? Howling Warp Gale. Target if flying unit. Okay, these Skaven slaves are somehow winning their fight. That's embarrassing to the humans they're fighting against. It's a pretty fundamental mechanic of Total War that you use cavalry to chase down fleeing opponents and kill them. Skaven don't really have cavalry. Well, I guess these things count as cavalry, right? Oh, these Skaven slaves are just running away. The premise of the Skaven is that they're just horrific collectivists, and none of them really want to fight, so they just, like 80% of their civilization are enslaved, so they just force them into combat.
Send his army after him.
It's not something that Total War is able to capture particularly well, because large numbers of poor quality troops isn't something that the engine really supports. So, like, because like you're capped at, I think you're capped at 20 units, plus you can also have another 20 units of reinforcements in this version of the engine. Oh god, what do my Doom players do? Run away, guys. So they work fine at the start of the game, but you basically always end up building like just doom stacks of 20 of your best unit, and there's nothing in the mechanics to discourage you from doing that. There are occasions where you might like use slaves in order to like control. Oh, there's this. Oh, that's the enemy general. Right, you guys reposition.
At once.
You got enough? Yeah, they've had enough. See if I can get them with a warp lightning before they go. Go on, go on. Yeah! Oh, killed like 3 guys. Probably don't. The game's a bit funny about whether or not you do or don't need to run them down. I think because they are, in earlier versions, it was really important to like run down and kill absolutely everybody, which is really tedious. I think in Warhammer 2 it doesn't actually make any difference. I think it decides on the strategy map, like if they were exhausted. Usually you will only attack an army when it's exhausted, and then because usually if you attack, you're almost always attacking with overwhelming force. You probably wouldn't attack if you were like weaker. So they always run away, so then you chase them down and attack them again, at which point they can no longer retreat, at which point any survivors are automatically executed, or captured, or whatever it is. We'll get that choice in a second. So I think actually running people down, yeah, so all those guys have been wiped out. We've gained some food, that's good. That's a horrible mechanic, which I guess we'll get to in a minute. I lost some guys. My Doom players have healed to full, that's good. I've gained an item. And Naked Claw has got enough XP to level up. And then it wants to know what I want to do. Oh, well, yes, of course, because I captured a settlement. It wants to know what I want to do with the settlement. Right, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, I remember. This is... Okay, so... God, hang on. So Skaven... Right, so Skaven are a non-standard faction. So Total War Warhammer 1, I was quite impressed with. I was really surprised they made it, and kind of excited and pleased. And it was pretty cool. But I wasn't very impressed with how much the factions were very similar to each other. Like, the Empire was fine. I mean, it wasn't particularly interesting politically. But the Empire was fine. It just worked like a... Because the Empire basically are like a historical faction, so they work just like a historical faction. But the Vampire Counts, for example, they didn't have gold. They raised their skeletons, and they didn't spend gold on raising skeletons, but they just had magical energy, and magical energy was literally just gold with a different name and icon. But, like, you had a gold mine, and your gold mine produced... magical energy, and your tax rate increased the amount of magical energy that you got. So it was literally just a reskin, and I thought it was thematically really uninteresting. In Total Warhammer 2, they've gone wild, like in a really good way. All of the factions just work completely differently, and just each weird and wild and wacky. And some of the factions that weren't that interesting, they've since like patched in to make them more interesting. So this whole Under Empire mechanic for the Skaven was only added like after launch, and it's really cool. They've added all this random stuff. Anyway, so the normal choices in Total War would be like occupy the settlement and loot it, so get a lot of money but damage it. sack it, meaning just steal a load of money from it but leave it, and raise it, which means totally destroy it so no one has it. And the Skaven aren't allowed to peacefully occupy, they can only loot and occupy, which makes thematic sense because there's absolutely no way to stop them from looting. So I guess the question is, what do I want? Well, it's early, I want to conquer, right? So I basically just want to conquer this place. And then Skaven also have this weird mechanic where they can spend... They could spend food to occupy at a higher level. And I think that's a really good idea. But I'm not 100% sure. Let's just go for it, it's fine. Let's be greedy. So food is a Skaven only resource. And that's going to put me in penalties if I have that little food. Is that a problem? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. And one of the things I can do is just occupy a settlement. I have a man-thing slave.
Warp fuel has been gained, my lord. The canisters of this potent concoction enable you to research improvements in the Forbidden Workshop. Facilities in this city are damaged, my lord. Repair them to gain the full benefit that they can provide.
Right, Tabaro has a damaged wharf. I could spend money to repair it. Probably should. It'll take it. Buildings do repair very slowly, but I should probably repair it. God, right, the management layer. This is. I would say this is by far. Sorry, ignoring like whether you like a particular theme, because I really like Total War Rome 2 because I like the Rome theme. Ignoring the theme from a mechanical level, I would say Total War Warhammer 2 is way ahead of all of the other Total War games. Like huge improvements that really impressed me because I played all the games in the series, I think, except possibly Attila. No, I did play Attila. I haven't played Three Kingdoms. I played all the games apart from Three Kingdoms, and this one's way ahead of the others. There's so many improvements, but the strategy layer is still a bit of a headache, to be honest. There's still a lot more improvements that could be made. Okay, so Tabaro, God, I should probably be building something in Skaven Blight, really prioritizing, shouldn't I?
You're in my optics.
So Skaven Blight, I can upgrade. So okay, so the key mechanic in this, which is kind of intuitive, but sets it aside from a lot of this type of strategy game. The civilization default is that each building just builds a thing, and it just devotes all of its resources to building one thing per turn. It can contribute towards building one thing per turn. It may not finish it in a single turn. In Total War, instead, and I think this is honestly an underlying problem for the UX, you have a discrete amount of money. I have 6,000 gold in my treasury, and I have an income of 1,700 per turn, and I can spend that on any of my provinces. And the problem is it's kind of an optimization puzzle, but not a very interesting optimization puzzle, to figure out where to most usefully spend that money. So, for example, I could upgrade Skaven Blight to level 1. No, not level 1. What is that? To level 2? Yeah, I could upgrade it to level 2. Is that a good idea? That would give me an additional 125 income. It would increase the growth. I think that's probably a good thing. The alternative is I could build like interesting unit production buildings and stuff, like to get myself up on the tech tree and start building stuff. But obviously the better choice would be to build Rattling Warrens, which increases my income and growth rate. So I should definitely do that. Okay, well, that doesn't actually cost very much. So I can also do that. And then I can do the same thing in Tabaro, so they can also build a Rattling Warren. Most of the factions have a... What am I trying to say? Like a growth building and an income building. For some reason, the Skaven growth building also gives income. Why would I want this one? Because it gives Untainted. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's a whole other mechanic I'll explain if it comes to it. What else can I build here? Taskmaster's platform increases public order. That sounds useful, given that public order is going to be low in this province because I just conquered it. And then I can't build anything else in Skaven Blight until I upgrade. Claw is just in here. I think we're okay. Oh, and then, yeah, okay, so then the incentive as a mechanic comes from Rome. Rome 2 Total War, not from ancient Rome. Once you control an entire province, the reward. So there's an intrinsic benefit from that because it functions as an economic unit. But controlling an entire province allows you to issue a commandment in that province, which then gives some sort of bonus. Oh, so how about this one? Construction cost minus 10% for all buildings. Hang on. So if I cancel those, it's a good mechanic when it's encouraging you to cancel things. Okay, so I want the growth bonus for now because I want the city to be larger. Oh, it takes a turn to execute. Okay, is that worth it to save the money? I don't think it is. It's only going to save me like 400 gold or something. I don't think that's worth it. So let's just go for it. Wow, this public order is terrible. What is going on here? Does Skaven just have terrible public order? Is that how it works? Okay, it's also got a whole RPG system. Here's my army. Right, I should probably just get this one first though. Increased movement speed for his army is pretty critical, really. So let's not even look at everything else. What am I doing? I think that is the end of the turn. I've spent money on basically everything I can spend money on. I could build some more units. What can Tabaro do? Tabaro can build some Skaven. Do I want to build more Skaven? So you can only, in this version of Total War, you can only build units in armies, I believe.
Sorcery.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so the city doesn't build armies exactly. If the army is within range of the city, then it can recruit armies from that city. That's how it works. So Skaven Blight cannot build anything this turn because there's no army nearby. My Twitch player keeps crashing. That's really irritating. I don't know why that's happening. But I could recruit. Oh yeah, and there is a whole thing where I can overpay, I think. Yeah.
Yet such flexibility comes at a price.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Build your forces close to home where possible.
I think I probably want loads of slaves right now. Do I want slingers, or do I just want regular slaves? Spears, yeah, let's just build some spears. There's probably some cavalry around here somewhere. Because they cost so little and they cost so little to upkeep, I might as well bulk my army out with them for now. There we go. Then we get to... Wow, that is fast. That is not fast. Hang on. Click. There we go. This used to take forever. They must have hugely optimized. That's incredibly impressive. This used to take, like, literally sitting here for like 2 minutes. Maybe it'll get worse later in the game. But that seemed a lot better. Refugees of war, with their own faction being defeated. Former military leaders of Clan Creepus seek refuge in exchange for their service under your banner. Oh, some of the Skaven have been wiped out. Accept the refugees, you will discover the factions led to their demise. All immortal. Oh, this must be a mod, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll accept the refugees.
Invocations of great potency may be performed by your most potent wielders of magic, mighty lord. Summon.
Yeah, sure. This is all
my
very
lord,
complicated.
the forbidden work.
Sure. Alright, what's it want me to do?
Your clan
Stop
is
telling
the
me about
dark
things.
menace that lurks unseen.
Yeah, I'm the dark
You have
menace.
enough
Oh
warp
god.
fuel canisters to put.
Yeah. Right, okay, sure. What have we got here? Research. Yes, research. This is a thing. Okay, also got a tech tree because this game doesn't have enough mechanics yet. I can't build devious plans because I don't have a rubbish pit. I can build ferocious plans, so we'll start. Do I want devious plans? I don't actually know. Clan rats. Don't know. Not going to look through the tech tree now. Right, how are we doing then? Okay, so it's next turn. Skaven Blight finished its Rattling Warrens, but it didn't finish Skaven Blight. Sorry, it didn't finish the upgrading the settlement yet. So this settlement doesn't need to up. So because I spent a load of food, this settlement started at rank 3, which is actually quite a large bonus. Does that mean it doesn't need the growth bonus, actually? I don't know how that works. I think I can save the growth for later. I think that's how it works. This is generating growth points. Is there any? Yeah, here we go. So it's got 11 of 200. Yeah, so it'll accumulate growth points still. And I can't spend those growth points because minor settlements are capped at tier 3. But if I capture more later, it will allow me to use them. Do I want to upgrade this again? I think I do. Sepulchre said, it'll get worse the more you can see. That's how it was in Rome. When you can see things, you get to watch stuff happen. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm playing on Mortal Empires, which is absolutely massive. Like, this map is gigantic. And it has, like, 500 factions or something ridiculous. And I'm sure it was super, super slow even right at the start of the game. But I may be wrong. AC said, I remember events like that from the main game. That specific one might be a mod. Yeah, that one was a mod. I was initially confused. But that one's definitely a mod. Because so the mod I've installed is called Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords, and I installed that one ages ago because I was playing vampire counts and I was playing Vlad von Carstein and I wanted to consolidate his son. And so when you consolidate an enemy faction, you immediately recruit any legendary lords that they have that are alive, but any that are dead just permanently stay dead. They would respawn in like 4 turns, but if they're dead at the moment you confederate the faction, they stay dead, which is just it means you have to do this incredibly convoluted tactics in order to like conquer the faction but without killing its faction leader, which is just just a store mod to just avoid that nonsense. Right, what have we got here? Skaven corruption. Oh yeah, right. Let's not get into that just yet. What else we got? Rights. The dominating scheme. Growth, food. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like something we probably want if we could save up enough money for it. Right, the Forbidden Workshop. So the Skaven have unique Skaven mechanics. Yeah. The Skaven have unique Skaven-specific mechanics, which is great. But then this faction of Skaven, Clan Skryre, also have Clan Skryre-specific mechanics. This is DLC, so I guess they feel like they have to bulk it out a bit to justify the price of the DLC. But they have gone back and added unique mechanics, I think, to... Yeah, so the Under Empire was an addition to the Skaven they made post-launch that isn't part of the DLC. It's just a free patch to the game, which is really good. But this is only this Skaven faction have this. Right, so I can upgrade. What have I got here? Weapon teams.
Make teams better.
I mean, Doomflayers are pretty cool. Doom wheels are pretty cool. But I feel like Rattling guns is where it's at. That's very much my feeling. Storage rockets.
Go forth and kill.
Endless drum replenishes ammunition. I feel like that's what I want. I want infinite ammunition for my Rattling guns. That's definitely where it's at. And then what else have I got here?
Explosions. Yes.
25% chance to build an extra Doom rocket. Oh, Doom rockets cost 4. Okay, alright. 100% chance to recover warp fuel after using a Doom rocket. That sounds like something I might want. Oh, it's going to cost a lot of food, isn't it? That sounds like what I want, because then I can at least use the Doom rocket without feeling like I'm losing anything. Right, what are we doing now?
Greatest, best inventor.
So I could try and attack Maragliano, which looks pretty tough. I mean, let's have a look. Is it tough?
The nation calls.
Has it got it's got a huge garrison full of mortars and stuff, and an army stationed there as well. So that's a bit tougher nut than Tabaro was. Sail across the sea and try and capture Lucchini, but then I risk being attacked. Maragliano will probably send something out to attack Skavenblight, so I probably don't want that to happen. Where's Bilbali? I don't know. There's some pirates out here. Mad Mullet's a pirate. There's a whole pirate thing as well, which is going on and that I don't care about. Bilbali's up here. I don't know Estalia very well. It's part of the reason I'm kind of excited to play Skavenblight, but I don't know Estalia very well, but I know Bilbali from Blood Bowl because they have a Blood Bowl team. Which are halflings, I think. Or are they elves? They're either elves or halflings, one of the two, basically the same thing. So I think what I need to do right now... how much does Maragliano hate me? Am I at war with them? No. I'm not at war. It says their attitude is deteriorating? Why is it? It says like it's showing. I don't understand this interface. It's showing me a -40 aversion. That's a fixed value. That just means they hate Skaven. And then also a couple of events that are just like. I think it starts with a couple of events in play It's showing that at some point I had a treaty with some orcs, and that's offended them because they don't like the orcs, and that's fair enough. So their opinion of me is -42, and that all makes sense. So why is it saying that their opinion of me is deteriorated from -18 to -42? I don't know why it's saying that. Because it presumably started at -42 because that aversion penalty is locked. Maybe they had some buff on the previous turn, like first turn we don't hate you buff or something. I don't know. So I could march Ikit across towards Bobali. I think for now though he's just going to go back to Skaven Blight and recruit.
Warlock engineer.
Oh, how do I turn this? In older versions of the game, you just there we go. What does that mean? Camera, cinematic. Right, I know this is so you have to go through. In earlier versions of Total War, you literally just press the spacebar once and everything's sped up. In this one, for some reason, you have to go through and just manually turn everything to fastest, which is kind of irritating. And if I want to, I can... There we go. What's going on in Skaven Blight? What else is going on here? Building... Oh, yeah. Tech tree. I could recruit another general.
A word in your ear. Despite the great power...
Yeah, blah blah blah. Skaven are rubbish and tend to... Oh, okay, I can have Assassin Lords now. So they've added each of the DLCs. So there's like 7 or 8 major DLCs for this. Each of the DLCs has added more and more mechanics to each faction, more units and stuff. So to start with, I think the only Skaven leaders were Grey Seers and Warlords. But then the Clan Eshin DLC has added in the ability to have Assassin Lords, which is a bit counterintuitive to me. I'm not sure if Assassin Lords are a thing in tabletop or not, I don't actually know. Or Warlock Masters, who I guess are clans, probably came with the Clan Scryer update. Ambush success, leadership, that's 4. Can I afford one of these? Do I want one of these? I think I probably just want one Lord for now. I remember there being some weird exploit for Skaven where you sit and raid your own territory or something. It's really stupid. It felt very gamey. I didn't like it. I think I'm supposed to like recruit another lord and then have that lord sit and raid, which causes rebellions to spawn, which I then kill for food, something like that. Which kind of obliquely represents Skaven infighting, which is okay, but it does it in a really perverse way. It's a bit strange. Anyway, right. So what can I recruit from Skaven Blight? Clan Rats. I want more Jezzails. No, I don't want more Rattling Guns, but Jezzails or Rattling Guns would both be good. Okay. I should probably have some Clan Rats though instead of slaves. Clan Rats with spears and shields. That's crazy. Holy shit. Are Clan Rats with spears weaker against infantry? Yes, slightly, but only slightly. What do I want? How many of them do I want? Yeah, let's just get 3 for now. I need to bulk my army out. Okay. So many
Assistance
factions.
is available should you need it, my lord. You may...
Yeah.
More warpstone.
These guys are in positive public order. That's good.
This city has powers.
I could recruit more Clan Rats and then just attack Miragliano and see how it goes. Probably wouldn't go very well, but I don't know the game balance well enough. Let's just recruit more Clan Rats. And I don't think I can do anything else. Oh, there's a whole thing. What's this? War Herd of One Eye. Oh! Beastmen have conquered this...
Yes?
Oh, what the hell happened there? Okay. Beastmen have conquered this place. I don't really want a non-aggression plaque with them though, because I definitely want to conquer that. What about the Broken Nose? Where are They don't seem to like me very much. Don't think there's much to be said about this. We can trade with them, but they're very unlikely to want to trade with me. Yeah, alright, let's not bother with any of that. Diplomacy's pretty undeveloped in Total War. I've played games of Rome where you just open the diplomacy screen every single turn in order to send all nearby factions, like spam them with trade agreements. It's incredibly tedious and really doesn't seem like the correct way to do it. Nope. With their own faction being defeated, former leaders of Clan Nor.
Even those surface dwellers who have heard tales of the Skaven under Empire regard them as little.
Yeah, sure. Technology research, vicious flats. Right. Oh, hang on. Can this guy establish under Empire? Because I should probably go and do that. Yes, he can. Okay. I should go expand the under... Because I'm planning to conquer this and this. But I don't know what I'm planning to do after that. I wonder if... I should probably wander him away. Hang on, how do I... Yeah, there we go. Tell him I want to be notified about him. And he should go expand the Under Empire to somewhere else. Can Skaven burrow under mountains? Some of the factions have like a special burrow under mountains mode. Where is that? One of these buttons. Where's army stance? No, is it just not on a hero? How does this work?
Test subjects.
Army stance. Ah, heroes can't stance. Okay, so armies can, but heroes can't. Alright, fair enough. Let's send him off up here and see where he ends up. Probably should have been doing that from the start, never mind. What are you doing, Icket Claw?
Bigger warp forges.
So as long as I'm standing just inside my own border, I can still reinforce. And now I can build a rubbish pit, which I need to unlock a tech, even if it's not a particularly useful thing to build. And I can upgrade that. And then I could build this Taskmaster's platform for more public order. Right, yeah, so I can't build... What is this? Warpstone telescope. Is this a special... Is this a special landmark? Yeah. I don't know if this might be a Scryer specific building, or it might be a Skaven Blight specific building. A lot of the specific cities in the world have special buildings that can only be built in that city, and they're mostly like Skaven Blight can build the special Skaven building. So like the Council of 13 is like their their ruling council, so I can build just a special. There's like public order +1 faction wide, Lord recruit rank +2 faction wide, tax rate 6% faction wide. So it's like a really good like empire wide bonus for controlling the Skaven capital. So a different Skaven faction could come and capture this from Clan Scryer and then have access to that. But like an Empire faction couldn't come and build it because it's a Skaven only building. But there are some really neat ones, like if the Dark Elves capture the High Elf capital, they can like re-establish the Dark Elf Empire there, because the Dark Elves believe that they are like the true rulers of the High Elf lands, and so like they think of them as theirs, and so they have special buildings that can only be built in High Elf lands, which is really cool, really flavorful. Right, hang on. So I can't build this until I get to rank 3. So therefore I should just build this, because otherwise
Science.
Right, and I am running out of money to build units with. So I could just build some more slaves. Just to bulk out my army. Let's do that. Why not? More research. Driven by hunger. Recruit rank +2 for clan rats. Ruthless plans generates more food. That is what I want. Because I'm currently in negative food growth, which is a problem. I'm probably doing something completely wrong from like, there's probably some meta strat I'm supposed to be doing right now, like raiding my own province or something. But I'm kind of following the game's lead.
Your kind burns energy. Blessed, or perhaps cursed with a high metabolism, they will not fight.
What's this giving me? Oh man, this little food is really causing me trouble. Oh, no, okay, I'll tell you what I can do. I can move into the enemy. Oh, yes, that's it. Yes, armies can raid for food. So it's a good idea to have armies so they can raid for food. Although I think armies also consume food. Yeah, army upkeep 1, settlement upkeep 2. Yeah, okay. But if I raid, where do I do this? Raiding. There we go. Right, so now they're generating 3 food a turn. There we go. And then hopefully the defenders of this. So because I'm outside range of this settlement, they can't come and reinforce. Hopefully this army will come out and confront me in the field. At which point they'll be screwed. Harsh production quotas. Plus 10 growth. That sounds useful.
Deforestation needed here.
Okay. This guy will move. It's a bit awkward the way it's implemented. Oh, there's a button for it, isn't there? Hang on. Is there a button, or am I thinking of a different game? No, I think I might be thinking of Civ 6. When I click end turn, anything I have with a queued movement order will execute its movement order, which usually means something you've forgotten about then moves, and then you immediately forget about it again. Like this. That's the kind of, like, that's not great UX, to be honest. And I think it was Civ. It might have been Endless Legend. Has like a little button to like move all queued units.
Be sure.
Yeah. Okay, well we're making money and food, so I guess we might as well just sit here. It's fine. Where am I going? The King's. Is this Bretonia? Yes. Do we want to infest Bretonia? I think we probably do. Let's go there. Although this is like Wood Elf territory, which is probably scary, but yeah. Oh, there's some dwarves here. What's this guy? It's a ghost. Dwarven ghost.
The throng is mustered.
Who is that? Belagar Ironhammer. Oh yeah, I think he's like some special... He's some special dwarf character from Warhammer 1, which I've never played as, and he has ghosts or something. What's going on here? Tabaro could upgrade. Got quite a lot of money to spend. I think I should probably invest my money in Skaven Blight before anything else.
Time to do its leaders.
But Tabaro could upgrade its breeding pit, and I think it probably might as well. See, this is kind of awkward, like, it cost me 2,000 gold, and the income generation is 40, so that means it'll take 50 turns to pay for itself. Is that right? Have I got that right? Yeah. Which is just, it doesn't quite feel right. It does add up, but it doesn't quite feel right for it to be, for the difference to be so small.
Skaven Blight's greatest, best inventor.
My lord is just sort of stuck here. Guess we'll just leave him. If they don't come out to fight me, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. What's going on here? Widrioth has declared war. Uh-oh.
Power takes up arms against you.
A faction of Wood Elves.
Without mercy.
Sure, okay.
Greenskins, a barbarous race of savage killers. They think of nothing except violence. Keep your weapons close at hand in any dealings with them.
Oh, thematically, I like to play a bit thematically if I can. I wonder if it would make more sense to spread the Under Empire in the human settlements and conquer the dwarven settlements, like the mountain settlements. The map is really nicely laid out, so the mountain ranges, rather than being like blocks between provinces, are provinces themselves. So this one is a province. So you can like dwarves and goblins and Skaven can fight over the mountain ranges, while there's like stuff in the lands down below. Would that be better? It seems to want me to conquer Tabara. I guess it makes sense to like secure the lands around Skavenblight there, doesn't it? I don't get the impression that Savage Killers is something bad to the Skaven. Yes, I'm assuming that was a generic orc introduction rather than a Skaven-specific orc introduction, which is kind of illustrates again the problem of having this shared narrator guy. Oh, what's going on here? Who's this?
Watching.
You are a Waste Orker. That sounds bad. Can I kill you? Oh, who's this guy? Nobbler Armbreaker. That's not my guy.
Where's my doom racket?
Actions against foreign... So, okay, so my agent could do something here. Wound him. 30% chance of success. Yeah, let's just do it.
Kill, die,
Success. That's good. Not. I don't really care whether or not. Don't really care whether or not that character's agent was there, but my guy got some XP for doing that, which is good.
Where are my schematics?
It's a bit spammy. There's a kind of spammy grindiness to this, where you're like, I'm just going to constantly assassinate people all the time for no reason other than to gain XP. But the agent mechanics have never been very good in Total War. They're not really any better here, to be honest.
To prove his worth.
Ah, this is my Warlock Engineer. Oh, so does he have... Right, so he could he could improve his boost income. That's probably a good idea, and then he can come back home, and once he's finished... Yeah, increased mobility won't actually make him move faster at the moment, because it only implies to the army that he joins. Honestly, I think this game would be better just without the agent mechanics. I think they add so little. There's an extra level of fiddliness. On launch of Total War Warhammer 1, they were horrifically badly balanced, so that all of the enemy factions would just flood you with swarms of agents that just constantly assassinated your generals, and it was really tedious.
Emerge from under their mountains. Don't be fooled by their stunted height. They are hardy, stubborn creatures, and are not to be underestimated in battle.
Yeah, those could really do with being faction specific. There aren't that many faction combinations, given how much dialogue there is in this game. I don't feel like race-specific race descriptions are inappropriate. Like, Skaven have a specific relationship with dwarves, and it would be nice to call that out. Who's that? Nobbler Armbreaker. Oh, it's that guy again, okay. Can I go kill Nobbler Armbreaker? Maybe I don't want to. I'm not really sure. What's this over here? Fester Spike. What's this? Cool.
Horned one.
It's another Skaven clan. Who are they? Clan Spittle. Let's try and make friends with them. Hey, Clan Spittle, where are you? There we are.
Verminous valor.
They are indifferent to me. Is that indifferent? Neutral. Well, they're prejudiced against me for some reason, but they like me for being at war with Widrioth. Hey guys, let's make friends.
Speak.
They don't want to do any of these things. I could pay them some money. Would you like 300 money? A small gift. Do I actually care? I don't think I care right now. Let's just go. This is the Wood Elf. So Bretonnia is Warhammer France, just here, and at the southeast end of Bretonnia is like the wood where the Wood Elves live. So this is, and it's divided into loads of tiny provinces. I think these are all individual. Yeah, this is the biggest example of like single settlement provinces, because this is literally like a province made of like 5 settlements, and each of those settlements is a single province, whereas in any other part of the world that would be like one large province, because it's sort of geographically, related. How's my lord doing? Right, are you not? These guys do not want to come out and fight me, do they? Should I upgrade my port?
So
Oh, well, I
ready.
just got exosuit ready. Is that what he's wearing? Oh yeah, he's got a new model. So the model I had when I was little, they've made a new model, and the new model's much fancier. And he has like this robot arm, I think, and like bionic legs. It is War. Oh, that's not voiced. That's interesting. Alright, Carrick Hearn has declared war on me. Okay, sure.
A scheme of great and terrible destruction has been concocted by your devious engineers, my lord.
Scheme of Doom!
Your kind are not well suited to this country, my lord. Do not rush to establish a permanent presence here. It may be wiser to pillage all that you can and fall back to more hospitable lands.
Okay, this is
Your
another good
kind have
mechanic.
the tendency to fill out
Oh,
any
this is
place
important.
they occupy, my lord. In time, your fetid presence begins to increase within a province.
So Skaven, the different factions, some of the factions generate corruption. Originally it was chaos generates chaos corruption, which is bad for everyone else and good for chaos. And vampires generate vampiric corruption, which is good for vampires and bad for everyone else. And that was quite nice, because as the level of corruption within a province builds, the graphics change, so you could see like when the vampires move into a province and take it over, all the trees die, which is much nicer than having like the vampire provinces have dead trees in them. Like, it worked really, really well. It was really, really well executed. And then the Skaven have Skaven corruption, which, as far as I can work out, is bad for everybody, including Skaven. Like, the level of Skaven corruption is a bad thing, is that right? Yes, that's why I've got a massive public order penalty in Skaven Blight, because the Skaven corruption is so big that it's making the Skaven corruption grow. Is that this? And then, yeah, you can see it spreading here, so it just looks awful. And I guess that's why Skaven Blight looks like this. Is that having a public order penalty? Yeah, hang on. Oh no, they're getting a public order bonus from corruption. They're getting a public order penalty from corruption. Yeah, so Skaven are kind of unique in the sense that their own corruption is bad for them. Which I think is, it creates penalties, which then causes you to... Okay, hang on. So I've got, what was it he said? I've got a Rite of Doom. Rite of Doom. A unique warlock engineer capable of targeting a foreign settlement to either establish an undercity or cause a catastrophic earthquake. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Okay. Cause an earthquake. Damage the walls and buildings. That's not actually that helpful, is it? So I want that. Oh god, his upkeep is 250 gold a turn. Well, I'm going to do something with it then. He could go and... Yeah, why don't we send him to Sartosa to establish a warlock laboratory? There we go. That sounds fun. Let's do that. I thought that might help kill the units defending Miragliano, but if it only damages the walls, that's not actually that useful. How's Skaven Blight doing? Are you growing anytime soon? No. Okay, I need to accomplish something then, and they don't seem to want to come out and attack me. I'd like to, ideally like to kill some weaker armies. I guess I could go down here and attack Lucini. They might come out and attack Skaven Blight, in which case I'd be in trouble. Does Skaven Blight have any... No, it doesn't have anything good to defend it. Alright, let's just wander past and make our way down. What's going on down here? Oh, he's surrounded by elves now. Who are you? You are a damsel of beasts. And you are a glade captain. Okay. Can I establish an under-empire in the King's Glade? Yes, I can.
The Under-City has been established. You can now extend the Under-Empire into this region by building warrens directly underneath the unsuspecting settlement.
So this is the mechanic they added to Skaven after launch, which allows me to sort of build my own settlement on top of their settlement, which has a smaller effect. Okay, I can't really do anything with it now because I don't have any money left this turn. We've got here set examples, public order, loyalty. This looks roughly like the economic tree, but not super relevant. Loyalty +2 for new recruits sounds quite good. This is the Skaven slaves and clan rats. This is all infantry, movement speed for infantry. That's quite good. Ambush success. I'm not seeing anything here that's particularly essential to just get now. Melee attack for clan rats would probably be quite good at this stage in the game. Because I don't have who's got some skill points? Oh, it's old Icket Claw. Wait, does he not know Warp Lightning? What? Why does he not know Warp Lightning? That's weird. Didn't he just cast Warp Lightning? What have we got here? Skaven Corruption or Untainted? Recruitment cost lower? Is that a good thing? I don't think so. But there's... is it one? I'm sure something up here is pretty good. Recruit rank +1 for all units is pretty good. I think ideally you get up to here. Oh, Lightning Strike is really, really important. That's just like a core mechanic of the game. You just have to have Lightning Strike. I feel like Icket Claw seems like someone who probably isn't... There's kind of... So the blue line of skills buffs your army's performance outside of battle. The red line of skills buffs your army's performance inside of battle. And then the yellow skills make the leader himself more powerful. So... But is there something we're learning towards here? Unlimited power. Yeah, okay, it looks like we want to make him into a big old wizard, so I guess we should probably do something like this. Power armor. Oh, cool, okay. Arm blade. Okay, so we could make him more powerful in combat. And we could also make him a better wizard. 50% chance to acquire warp fuel, but this stuff has a level requirement on it. Okay, let's just get warp lightning for now. There we go.
Skaven blight, seen many, many worse.
This guy's leveled up again. He can't get another boost income. Let's get another wound, since that's what he seems to be wandering around the world doing. Okay. There is a version of playing Skaven where you just sit and do nothing but expand the Under Empire.
From here they ply trade across the water with allies on distant shore.
Sure, ports are a thing.
Raise Sigma.
Should I just go and attack these guys instead? Is that what I should do? What's going on here? Oh, the Beastmen are destroying it. Okay. So I could go start a war with the Beastmen instead. I don't know. No, I've got to get Marigliano's a threat to Skaven Blight, isn't it? So I've got to capture it, really.
Storm Demon. You're in my optics.
Okay, so I think I can expand my Under Empire now. Yeah, okay. So there's a huge number of other things I can build now. Subterranean pit. Is this giving me food? Oh, no, hang on. Now I remember this being... There's a whole thing here. Basically, at the moment, it's not going to get discovered. But then there's some mechanic where, like, you can get huge buffs, but it makes it more likely to be uncovered. Yeah, see there, discoverability +50 at the bottom. So this would buff my... So I could build this building, which would buff my local armies. I could build this building. Is that the same thing? Enables lightning strike battles. Against this. Okay, so this... What? That doesn't make any sense. So this buffs me in the region. This one buffs me when I'm attacking this city. So I get, like, you build... This doesn't seem... I can't imagine ever investing this much money into something. And that's going to take how many? 1, 3, 6, 10, 15 turns and 15,000 gold to get a buff to attack this city. Does not sound useful at all. Why would I ever do that? I don't understand why I would ever do that. Because as soon as I capture the city, I've lost it. That's really strange. Or I can build a workshop,
Send in the doom wheels.
which costs 500 gold a turn and 2 food a turn, and increases the discoverability by 160. But it then allows me to build a doom sphere which destroys the city, just for laughs. Okay, sure, yep. Or I could build a rat king, and then a vermintide. A Skaven army is summoned or declared on the settlement owner, and the city is destroyed. Okay, so this destroys the city, and this summons an army to conquer the city. Okay, so in theory you could... That's quite neat, because you can... I don't know what the 5... Can I just do the 5? I think so. So you build that, then you build that, and I could do that in some distant city and just conquer it. That's neat. For 100 maintenance I can reduce the discoverability. Oh, I can build deep tunnels, right, which hugely reduces the discoverability, but also means I can't see anything. That's a bit rubbish, because it's kind of a shame to not be able to see what's going on. Discoverability, right, food generated 1, right, this is what I want. Get extra food. I can also get income generated, but that's a huge amount. Income generated, food. And then, alright, yeah, so I want this, I think. A subterranean pit would automatically expand it, I think. Oh, I'll go for the food one first, actually. Let's go for the food. I don't have much money to do anything else. And then, where's my bloke? He's down there somewhere. There he is. Spread more of this elsewhere. Where else can I spread to? Up here to the crag halls of Findle.
This way.
There we go. And I need to remember to tell that guy I want notifications for him.
No threat of a challenge.
What's this guy learning? Hero success cost. There we go.
Read warp scroll.
I don't know. He's going to build a laboratory. I don't know what that is. Because it's one of those undercity buildings that he's just going to build automatically.
Use your armies to exert control over the theatre of war.
Yeah, sure. Stalia have been obliterated. Oh dear. Skaven Blight's unhappy. Okay, so the Beastmen have wiped out Stalia. Oh, they've just despoiled it. Okay. We can go and claim that then. That's good.
Science, sorcery, death.
Still just raiding everywhere I go.
Power.
Why can't I expand the Empire? Because it's on an 8-turn cooldown. Ah, okay, right. I guess he may as well wander somewhere else then.
Scurry forward.
So what was I going to do? I was going to... Could expand this thing. Public order. No, I need to build a lord, and that lord is going to go and... So, like, I've no idea what the best kind of lord is, but I feel like I should probably have Warlock Masters because I'm Clan Squire, so of course I have Warlock Masters, right? Like, what else would I have? Although this guy's actually pretty good. What's this guy? Spells of Ruin. Okay, so there's different magical schools, so I can hire different guys with different skills. This is how loyal they are. Or I could just have a warlord. God, I don't know. What's this icon here? I don't know what this icon is. I thought, so that one was showing... That one was showing... I thought that meant like a buff to the army, but then that one has the same and it's a personal buff. That one's a personal buff and that's a personal buff, but they both have the same icon. Don't know what on earth that means. Yeah, let's have this guy.
Warlock
Does he need an
master of
army?
Scryer.
I don't think he especially needs an army. Assuming... Oh god, what have I done?
Your army has marched all it can, my lord.
Yeah.
They must rest.
Rest systems now.
We're going to go and settle Magritta. Have I got anything else to do? What am I waiting on? I'm waiting for Skaven to grow, aren't I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is starting to take a little bit longer now. I can see this getting slow. I still think it's faster than it used to be, but it's not great.
A strategic overview can be used.
Killed in the line of duty, mechanic gear. Yeah, well, he didn't die, did he?
What
He's
is
carried
your
out his
demand?
plan. Oh, what's he built? A Warlock Laboratory. Experience per turn plus 50 for Warlock Engineers faction-wide. Research rate 10%. Hero capacity plus 1 Warlock Engineers. Skaven corruption, discovery. That's amazing. That's incredibly good. Where's the food building? There. Food. Definitely want to do the Rite of Doom then, whenever I can do that. 30 turns. Okay, sure. What's going on down here? Saraness Assault Spite is besieging this place. She is a pirate vampire.
Duel to the
She's a fleet captain.
Mind that
He's a
we
gunnery
call
white. Where is Araness Assault Spite? Is she in the city? Did they conquer her already? No, they didn't. Where is she? Is she besieging it?
Aranessa Salt Spike.
I can't find Aranessa. Is that her there? No, she's not there. That's weird. She should physically be there on the world. Oh well.
Clan Scryer.
I'll move in here.
Travel
And
now.
we'll see what happens next time.
Scamper scurry.
Lord of the Asray.
Food 3. I think we probably want that. I feel like food is probably the thing that we most want right now. Well, I could go for the spreading thing. Maybe I should do that one. A Warpstone refinery. +1 weapon team recruit rank for Skaven in all provinces. That sounds amazing. Don't have enough food though. I just don't have enough food. Don't know how to. Yeah, I played a little bit of Skaven before, and I didn't really like the food mechanic. I found it kind of frustrating.
Master engineer.
I didn't feel like it was making interesting decisions. I felt like I was mostly just needing loads of it and never being able to afford anything cool.
Change in your mutual relations.
Grotzlik of the Black Venom wants a non-aggression pact. Yeah, sure, whatever. Imagine signing a diplomatic treaty with Skaven and being like, hey, we won't attack you if you don't attack us, and the Skaven are like, yeah, sure. We'll definitely do that treaty with you.
Corruption spreading further amongst your followers, or they may turn against you to serve a new master.
What's happening here? Chaos. Chaos corruption. Where's chaos corruption coming from? Buildings and commandments. What? Oh, it's the Beastmen. It's probably the Beastmen up in Bilbali are doing something which is causing chaos corruption to spread in this province. Oh. What? It makes if the chaos corruption gets too high, then chaos armies spawn in the province and try and capture it, like chaos cultists. Although, like in this case, it would be like chaos bratmen, which isn't a thing.
Your armies can take to the seas should you wish it, sire. Have the
Yeah. Driven by hunger, aren't you? Yep. Can you get to Magritta this turn? Yes, yes you can. Oh yeah, we can search the ruins first. Oh, what we got here? Oh no.
Puzzle of the ancients, which surely hides great treasure.
Why is there a
The colored
Mesoamerican
lines around
puzzle
the
in this
face hold the key to solving this
Spanish
puzzle.
city? Oh, I don't know. This is a mechanic they added in 2, which is mostly set in the New World. Right. Okay. So you have to imagine that it's rotated into the correct position. So that one goes there. But then what do you do? I can't remember. Only the red one would make sense. So I'm assuming it's the ones that the red is pointing at. Is that correct? So it would be double tongue or legs. Is that just... Yeah, that's funny boots, right? Someone, cartoon character wearing boots. Square and obsidian sword. Is that one of the options? No, no it's not. So I must have misunderstood the puzzle. Okay. What am I supposed to do then? If that goes in there, if I rotated it, it doesn't actually physically rotate or anything. You just have to imagine it. It would if I rotated the blue into position, then oh, is it maybe one red, one yellow, and one blue? So like rotate it into a position where one of each matches. That would make sense. So then there's a blue and a yellow right next to each other there. So that would make sense for those two. Right, I think. And if that were the case, then therefore that red would also be connected. Is that right? I think that makes sense. No, but those two are closer than those two. Well, let's see if that does make sense. So there's boots and hat and insect, cloak. Don't know what that is. No, that isn't an option either. Okay, so that's not the right solution to this puzzle. What am I missing? I feel like I'm misunderstanding something. I guess I can just Google it, but... It feels like those two got to match up onto there. Is it a 3-part rotation? I don't understand. I'm just going to Google it. Dial of the Old Ones. Central circle with the face design must be rotated so the face is upright. Then the middle donut with only lines can be rotated to match up with the lines on the central circle. Oh, they both rotate. Ah, okay. Right, yes, of course. Okay, so you rotate that one to be upright, hypothetically speaking, and then you rotate the outer one as well. So if this one was right, so this probably was the correct logic then of those two and that one. Except this is rotated, Jesus Christ, to be... That's about 90 degrees? No, that's less than 90 degrees. Is that right? Yeah, it's about... It doesn't quite match up, does it? This is crazy. Okay. If I were to rotate that... This is such a weird, like, spatial orientation puzzle. If I were to rotate that to there... then these would be going this way. No, hang on. It's these. No, it is no. Yes, it's these ones. These ones would be pointing up here, and therefore this one would be going 1, 2 around the dial, and that is going 1, 2 around the dial. God, so it goes 2 to the right to there. And then it goes 2 back to the left to there. That's the yellow one. I think that's correct. And then the blue one would be that one, which is next to it. So mouth, angry mouth, and sleeping bag. Angry mouth, sleeping bag. No, angry mouth, sleeping bag. No, okay, so I'm doing it wrong again. Jesus Christ. I thought our puzzles were weird. Oh, you have to match all the colours. Okay, okay, yeah. So it's red. You have to match all the same colour. Okay, so my instinct was right in the first place. It's just... Hang on. Okay, so this is like one around. So rotate this one by one. So we start here and rotate by one, and then we rotate back by one, so it's angry mouth. And then these two are basically down and one across from down. And then these are like on and on. So it's this one and this one. So angry mouth, anvil, and arrow. There. Right, got it. Talisman of Preservation. Hooray! This total
Clan
success.
Scryer.
Alright, what's Icket Claw doing? Where did Aranessa Saltspike go? Oh, she's still there. Is she? Who's that?
The nation calls.
Andreas Belladonna. Okay.
Skaven
Let's
Knight's
give him a
greatest,
go then.
Best inventor. Stalk. Yes, yes.
This might be a totally terrible idea, so let's save.
Warp power.
Such an action would surely lead to war.
Oh, we technically weren't
As
at war with
glorious
Talia.
as
Oh,
it
that's why they
is,
didn't attack us, because we weren't actually technically at war. Okay, I should probably have declared war on
below
them.
the battlefield, mighty lord.
Oh yeah, I have some whole mechanic where I can summon rats. Oh, but it costs food to use. Okay, that's rubbish. Let's not do that. What I probably should have done is just attack the city and launch a rocket at them. That probably would have just worked on like turn 2 or something. But never mind. Rocket schmocket. Oh, we're ambushing them. Nice. Yeah, ambush. I think that's because like Skaven have like a special ambush,
Guide us, Horned One.
special ambush stance, which allows them to like have a chance of ambushing.
Clan rats.
Those are Skaven slave spears. This doesn't seem like a very good idea. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure the Skaven slaves can absolutely hold this line.
Skaven slaves.
Now, where do I put the Jezzails? Oh, up here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the good stuff. And I guess they'll do players back in.
Scryer's wrath.
This is definitely going to work. Yeah, there we go.
Battle with great powers, my lord. Be sure to make use of them.
Skaven, yes, yes. Yes, kill, kill. Clan rat spears. Tails roll. Now, yes. Not stunning, yes.
Seems to be quite effective.
Kill time. Fire again.
Anyone to drop warp lightning on?
Icket claw. Warp lightning. Murder, kill, kill. What? Agreed.
Oh, there's an enemy lord down here. Who's that? General of the Empire. Let's go get him.
Core systems on.
I don't actually know how tough Icket Claw is. He might be super, super weak and just die in combat.
For Skaven blights.
In a slightly uncharacteristically non-Skaven fashion, I don't think my ranged units will fire through my guys to...
What?
I think they only fire at like exposed flanks of things.
Tech device is charged.
This guy is probably just massacring Skaven over here. Yeah. Rats aren't doing very well here. Where are the doom wheels?
Doomslayer!
Oh,
On,
okay.
onwards!
Your warriors tire, mighty lord. Their exertions dull their ability to fight. Give them time to rest, even amidst the thickest of battles.
Our tail's yours! Faster! Scurry!
They're tired out because they're slaves and they're just running everyone down and trying to kill them.
Clan rat!
Not a huge problem.
Our tail's yours! Very good, master! Skaven! Yes, yes!
What's going on here? Are these guys fleeing? Yep. Cut that out.
Picket claw!
I can tell him to attack in melee. It's probably a good idea. Is he stronger than this captain? I've got no idea. No, he's just fire going everywhere. Yeah, he seems to be.
The enemy commander runs from the field, my
Yep.
lord, and a sorry spectacle it is too. His army will surely follow.
Like, he's technically a wizard, like, and wizards generally would lose in combat to melee heroes, right? You'd expect that. It'd be weird balancing if they didn't.
Picket claw!
So I'm going to run him down and kill him because I suspect that if I don't, he'll escape. I think that's how it works, but I don't actually know that. Because he didn't. They can retreat because they didn't retreat yet this turn. What is that attack that he's doing? It's just sort of. Yeah, he's got a little power claw. That's cool. Yeah, so die all men with feathers on their hats. He's just running for it. He's got to get out. No! He's much faster than my than Nicola is. Can we speed this up? Yeah, we can. This is not quality gameplay. It's in Shogun 1 you had to just sit and do this for hours. Like, just every single enemy spearman had to be, like, painstakingly hunted down and slaughtered with cavalry. So you had to, I mean, it was good in the sense that you had to bring enough cavalry, but it was a pain that it didn't, like, automatically calculate it for you. Thinking about it from, like, my strong feeling on, like, the way that this kind of game is structured is, you know, saying, like, there's no incentive to not just use vast armies of elite units. That, like, real life armies just don't work that way. You don't just buy the units that you want.
My lord.
Oh, what have we got here?
But what
Okay.
about the fate of those?
Right, we can sell them for money,
It can be beneficial to hold them.
or we could
but
enslave them for
sometimes
food,
leniency
or we could eat them to
brutality
replenish
can
casualties.
be
I think we're
worth
going to
more.
enslave them for food. Okay. Can we do anything else? Can we attack Lucini instead? Yes, we can. Seems like we probably would win that fight, doesn't it? And, like, I mean, obviously a game, you know, if the game is about, like, build whatever units you want, then that's the premise of the game, right? But that setup produces this highly unintuitive result where, like, you know, the Skaven Empire is full of millions of slaves, and the reason that the Skaven use them in their army is the same as the reason humans have always used levy troops, which is just they're what's available, and that, you know, you send your men, you send whatever you've got into battle. But because in this game I have to, you know, even my crappiest troops I have to pay money for. Means that whole concept kind of breaks a little bit. Let's get the Giselles up on the hill. Slaves holding the line at the bottom of the hill. Line of clan rats behind them. There we go. That's like some sort of Roman strategy, isn't it? Not sure about this one unit of clan rats. Wheelie men up there. Go here. Right, what do we got? Are you in range of my Giselles? No, are you coming into range of my
The winds
Giselles?
of
Yes, you
magic
are.
blow strongly in this place, Commander.
I feel like perhaps I should have put some troops up here.
Channel it against your enemy.
Maybe let's do this. Oh yeah.
See how they burn.
These guys.
Spells may be overcast to increase their...
Yeah, sure. Right, what's going on? No, they're attacking me. Taking a fair number of casualties here, or is that my imagination? I think they want to send these things in.
Move, move. What? Squeak, squeak. War black Jazaels. Scryers, wrath.
Yeah, we're taking a fair number of casualties here.
Skaven, yes, yes.
I think this will work if I do this.
Stammering.
That looks quite dangerous.
Storm demon primed. Ready, ready.
Why are they not firing?
Skrenrika Gokrek.
They've not got line of sight or something.
Skaven slaves. Our tale is yours. Greek, Greek, yes.
Ah, team players, go. They're still not firing for some reason.
Agree, Rick. Rattling gun. Kill, yes. Launch attack.
Oh, that's a Skaven strategy, there we go. Didn't kill very many of them, did it? Possibly ought to do that.
War black Jazaels. Clan rats. Rick-a-rack.
That should probably break them, I expect. Oh no, it's breaking them. Come on guys, get in there.
Your craven warriors run
Uh-oh.
from the battle,
Oh
my
no,
lord.
I think that may have been my own
Send
fire.
them back to the fight.
It's fine.
Oh, Rick's teeth! Retreat!
I guess they were slaves fighting against like proper infantry, so maybe they just don't have any chance. Are they all, they're all fleeing, right? It's only when the little skull appears that they're actually broken. There we go. Could save a replay of this glorious battle. We get some more food. Oh no, it costs food to conquer settlements, doesn't it? Oh god. Don't think I can afford to spend any more food right now.
Victory.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, okay, so yeah, so I could spend food in order to... That's probably still quite a good idea, actually. What did I get there? 22 captives. Oh, okay, so I got... Is that... assuming I'm interpreting this correctly, I did just get 19 food from conquering the cell then. Actually, wasn't... No, I was going to... No, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to occupy it. Because I was going to found a settlement in that other place, and I think I can do it there instead.
Chief Warlock.
So where did Araness Assault Spike go? I don't know what she's... Oh, she's gone back over here. Is she just... Is she camped? Is that what that is? Oh, she's encamped, right. So she's this weird little camp. That's kind of weird that the person isn't standing in the middle of the camp. She's got zombies with guns. Yeah, of course she has. What are you doing? Have you gone yet?
Warlock,
Magritta.
master of Scryer.
Oh, okay. Can't do it this time. That's fine. Do it next time. He's definitely... Yes, I'm going to need that, because if I found Magritta, the public order's going to go to absolute shit. Can I do anything else useful this turn? Lucchini's port has been damaged, but I can't build anything else. May have been a mistake not to upgrade that to level 3 when I conquer it. It's kind of a weird mechanic. It doesn't... It's a huge benefit. What have I got here? Howling Wolf Gale. Musk of Fear. This is so I approve of the design, but the interface is horrible. You have to really decode this to figure out what the hell the spell does. So it's a hex which has constant duration. It targets enemies in range around the caster. It's active if casting, presumably that means if Ikit Claw is casting, and its range is map wide. So whenever he is casting a spell, all enemies get 8 seconds of Musk of Fear, which is minus 12 melee attack and minus 4 leadership. That doesn't sound super helpful, to be honest. Like, that doesn't actually sound like just the occasional debuff doesn't sound like super good use of his skill points. This sounds more useful. Death Frenzy. Although also not great, because he's not going to be dependent on his like melee attack and weapon damage. He's like, if you could buff his Jezzails with it, that'd be good, but I don't think he can. No, he could learn power armor. Yeah, let's do that. That's cool. Someone else. Oh, well, you got 2 skill points. Okay. Biometric interface, speed plus 12. Yeah, I need that. And this hero. Let's go novel someone.
Power of Scryer.
Successfully wounded her. Hooray.
Great power. Yes, yes.
Oh, Carcassonne. What do we got here? Leadership plus 3, casualty replenishment rate, plus 10 armor for clan rats. That sounds pretty good. Am I misunderstanding that? Oh no, recruitment costs minus 5%. Let's get that. That's always going to be useful. Oh no, so many of these. Let's boost income. I've only got, like, I'm right at the start of the game and there's already a slightly irritating number of, like, notifications. It's weird because that kind of is the game, but at the same time it sometimes feels a bit tedious. Oh, I should expand my Under Empire building, shouldn't I? Like, do something else with them.
The taint of undeath festers in this place, my lord. Take steps to reduce corruption spreading further amongst your followers. Troops
Now,
may
why-
be exchanged between armies in the field if
Yeah,
necessary.
I know. Right.
Mind that we call
Is this guy... No, why is there undead taint in here? Where's that coming from?
Engineer of
Vampiric
Scryer.
corruption... Oh, okay, it's just going to get removed. Sure.
Exosuit ready.
I'm assuming that Satosan pirates aren't going to attack me, but they might. How are they feeling about me? No. Oh, they quite like me. Okay, yeah. So they're about to love me because they hate Talia apparently, and they love that I hate Talia too.
Test subjects. Scurry forth.
You can novel this guy as well. Oh no, why not? Oh, the percentage chance is too low. Okay.
Sorcerer.
I'd like to put some under Empire in Castle Carcassonne, but I think I can't yet. 5 turns. Seems like the obvious place to do it, though. Let's just wander around and explore a little bit, I suppose. Oh, look at this. Look, I can't cancel his move command.
Absolutely not.
There we go. Kind of build. So I could expand this out to get more food, which would also increase the discoverability, but I think it would be fantastically useful. So let's do that. Like this, yeah, this is kind of irritating because like there's so many different mechanics that you could use, which are really cool. Loads and loads of different possible things to build, but none of them are worth building because food is like so critical to the performance of the faction. And I'm kind of already struggling for food, so I have to devote all of this stuff to the gathering of food, and it's just a bit, feels a bit like, oh, can we not do anything else? Oh, whoops. Okay. This is what I mean about like having to spend your money on discretionary things. So I cancel that. Oops. In order to now be allowed to settle here. There we go. Oh. Whoa, what? Oh no, hang on. Yeah. Why can't I do that? Food costs. Oh, okay. Oh, it costs 80 food to settle a... Okay, so I definitely should have settled the other one. That's annoying. Oh well. No, why can't I do this? Suddenly... Oh, is it because his army doesn't have anything in it? Oh, I bet it's because his army doesn't have anything in it. He needs like at least 1 unit. Can I do that? Yeah. Can't do global recruitment. Encampment? Yeah, encampment. So I'll recruit like 1 unit of slaves, see if that fixes it.
Your recruitment facilities are at maximum capacity, my lord.
What? Oh, that's fine. Oh no, here they come! Oh god. They're marching on Skaven Blight. This could be the end of the campaign.
Scamper, scamper, cogs in motion.
Oh well. It's all fine, I guess.
Bigger warp forges.
Who's this? Ikiclor again. I should probably take some of this stuff, but I'm not going to. Alright, so I want... because I have to take some of these crap spells in order to be able to unlock the later spells, I think. If I'm lucky, they will just besiege Skaven Blight rather than just conquering it. I assume it has walls? I don't actually know. I didn't build any. You'd think, whoa, whoa.
To the fight. Will an attack be wise?
That's not good. Oh, he outfoxed me there. Oh, okay. It's fine, this is what the Doom Rocket is for. I'm sure the Doom Rocket will be tremendously successful. Oh, I've got a bridge to hold. Oh. This could be a massacre, a glorious massacre. What I want is to hold them at the bridge while I kill them with Jezzails. Can I do that? Can I make that happen? Maybe? This could work fantastically well. I could, in theory, put the Jezzails there, but then if they've got crossbowmen, they could attack across the river. Let's give it a go. And then the rattling guns, like maybe there. And then just a wall of Skaven slaves here. This might work. Hopefully they'll all like cluster up in here and then I can just drop a rocket on them. Oh, hang on, let's get the Skaven spears in here. And then the clan rats can cover the Jezzails. Oh, I've got the Doom Flayers as well, they can just be in reserve. Is that everyone? Oh no, Ikiclor, where's Ikiclor? I guess right in the middle of it. There we go. Okay. Long, thin, expanding, tear-shaped attack.
Orders to the contrary, Commander. Have them
That's the enemy. The enemy aren't going to come yet because they're waiting for reinforcements. Do they have any ranged units? Yeah, 1 unit of archers or 1 unit of crossbowmen. But then just loads of spearmen. Okay, so if I can take out those crossbowmen, then they're all just forced to come into this gap. Maybe I can do that.
Quick, quick!
That'll kind of snag them in an awkward position, hopefully.
Clan rat spears! Move, move!
Are they coming in with cavalry? They're not, are they? No, just loads of infantry. Nope. There we go. Good job, guys.
Group your units for best effect, Commander. Formations may be useful when maneuvering before
No,
the enemy.
I can't remember how the formation system works in. It's been they change it every Total War, and sometimes it's a disaster, and sometimes it's really helpful. But I'm not going to bother. Is that like an actual lord there? Dino Nazario. Yeah. These crossbowmen have got, I don't know what their battle plan is, but it's not very good.
Rattling gun! At once! Good orders!
The Giselles are going to run out of ammo. Where are they going? Oh god, have they found a way around? Is there a way around the river? No. Where are they going? Oh, they're just waiting. Oh, I guess the rest of the army is lining up here. Oh, they're not firing because they can't get close enough. Eesh. Okay. Do they like penetrate like cannons? I don't actually know if they just kill individual men or Imperial halberdiers are very odd. They don't have shields. Oh, there are cavalry. Hang on. What cavalry is that? Pistoliers. Oh, okay, they're not dangerous. Well, not in this context. They're returning fire. That's not how this fight was supposed to go.
Your troops come under fire, Commander. Have them find cover or eliminate the source.
They're trying to kill the Kicklaw. Is this the Doom rocket time? I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to land. I imagine it has a bit of a landing delay. Let's back up to the top of the hill. I think I want to wait till they're engaged with the slaves before I launch the rocket. Oh, there's quite a lot of those crossbowmen at the back there. Oh no, they're going to make a gap, right? Oh no. That's okay. Scorch. Yeah, okay. Oh god.
Skaven slaves! Shush! Clan agrees! Clan rats! For the Vermintide! I'll tail yours!
I feel like I'm losing control of the situation a little bit.
Hasten, hurry! What orders? We obey! Retreat! Stop!
Right, that looks like a good place for a Doom rocket. Let's see if that works. It missed! I mean, it still killed everybody, but it missed. What the hell? Here comes the lightning. It's pretty effective. Got some more of that. Oh god, no, don't do that. Ah! Fire? Yeah. Yeah, didn't really kill any of them. Are the rattling guns firing? They're not, are they? This has all gone a bit wrong. I feel like we might be winning, but I'm not really clear. Oh, Doomflayers haven't been committed yet. Get in there. Ideally they would go around the back. Is he fighting in combat? What's he doing? Yeah, he's just killing guys. My slaves are running away. I think there's a special rule that clan rats don't run away when slaves flee, but I could be wrong. Oh god, it's all collapsing at this end of the battlefield. Oh, never mind. Where did the Doom players go? Let's get Icket Claw in combat with that Empire General, because he's probably causing trouble. Still quite a lot of these guys over here. Are they, or are they all corpses? It's hard to tell. Yeah, still quite a lot of them.
Your warriors begin to rally, son. Steady their nerves, and they will be able to rejoin the fight.
Oh, there's another general. Ah, there's two generals. That's the problem. That's getting the job done. Oh, he's got some stuff here. What's this? Power Stone. Looks like a one-use thing. Brass Orb. I don't know if that is reusable or not. Why don't I just do this some more? Oh, where are my Doom players? Mucking about. Get into combat, guys. Do you guys fire at them instead? Wicked Claw looks like he's losing to me. There we go. Massacre. Where are my Doom players? Okay, I do want to kill the general. I don't think I need to worry chasing him down. Yeah, I feel like that worked pretty well, Upland. Rattling gun. Rattling gun massacre. Speed up. The great victory for Skaven kind. Flawless. No serious casualties. some slaves died. Yeah, my entire slave line collapsed, and the clan rats didn't seem to care at all, so I'm guessing that that means that they didn't really mind. Why don't you guys stop chasing and let the Doom... Oh, why aren't the Doom Wheels chasing him anymore? What? Damn it. Now he's going to flee. Oh, never mind then. I'm worried they're going to like fall back into the city and... Oh well. How is that a close victory? How is that not a heroic victory? Like, he attacked me with overwhelming forces. It told me the auto-resolve would be a devastating defeat. And instead I basically massacred him and lost nothing. Well, I mean, like slaves, but whatever. What are they even for, otherwise? Let's have some food.
Serve yourselves up to your master.
So did he survive? I think he did.
Chief Warlock, we have enough resources to build a Doom Rocket. By investing in this destructive but finite ballistic weapon.
Okay, so we could build... %25% chance to build an extra Doom Rocket. So we could build a Doom Rocket. That doesn't seem like something I really need right now.
Equip and murder.
I don't know what warp grinders are. I've never used them.
The Doom Wheels come.
I feel like my Doom Flayers are quite important as the only cavalry I have at the moment, so it might be a good idea to just upgrade them a bit. I don't know, is there anything useful? Vanguard deployment. Speed plus 15. Don't know, I don't have a good sense for what's worth having and what's not.
Chief Warlock,
What else have we got? Alright. Oh, this guy's gonna just... He's got this entourage of wood elves following him around. Okay. Research. Weapon strength bonuses for night runners and gutter runners. I don't have any of those. But I think 10% speed for infantry units is probably always going to be useful. So let's go for that next.
Skaven blight, seen many, many worse.
My warlock engineer is continuing to level up.
Where are my schematics?
Okay, claw, right. So are we just going to attack? I think so. Stalk, stance, attack. A decisive defeat. Yeah, look, they've got all of their... That was the garrison, and it's completely replenished to full. Was it? Was that the garrison? Yeah, because it was this little group of 4 guys that came and attacked me. No, it must have been... no, it was another army entirely. Did the other army get wiped out then? I don't know. Wait. Continue the siege. Right, what do we want? Battering ram? Siege turtle. I think we're just going to have to starve them out, to be honest. I think trying to capture this city is probably not a good idea. But let's give it a go and see what happens. How are we doing in Skaven Light? Tabaro. This guy's still doing recruitment.
Warlock, master of Scryer. What do you want from me?
Hello. Are you going to declare war on me? They offer... They want 100 gold to join in the war against Tylia. I think that might, like, improve their opinion of me, because then we would be like a shared war. I think I might accept that just to see. I suspect that their opinion of me might go up. Guess we'll find out. Now am I going to capture Bill Bally? What a pain in the neck. Oh, hello. Right. Don't have the rocket this time. Well, let's see how it goes. This might not go well. It's a pitch battle. Oof. I don't feel like the rocket. I mean, the rocket was useful, but it wasn't like. It kind of heavily damaged like 3 units, which is useful. Like that's a good thing to do, but it's not like battle winning in its own right. All right, what have we got here? There's kind of a hill in the middle. It's not very defensible. There's a kind of gentle slope at the back. I think we've got to defend the forest. The forest would be useful if they were going to use ranged attacks, which they are. They're going to move in with a whole load of crossbowmen again. So I should build a defensive like I put these guys in the forest. Those guys can go over there. These guys here, and then the ones with shields can like stand outside the forest. Maybe like that. I very much feel like the rattling gunners are like the center of my line. The Jezzail's there. And then guard their flank with the Skaven spears. Something like that. There we go. And then have the Doom Wheels concealed inside the forest. They get claws quite badly wounded. Oh, but if I can kill the enemy lord, I'll probably win because the reinforcing garrison doesn't have a lord.
And stranger formations of this place to your advantage, Commander. The terrain can conceal your forces.
They're attacking rather than waiting for reinforcements, which is interesting. Unless he's just going to stand here. Probably ought to go to bed after this battle. You can just attack heroes. I could tell the Jezzails to fire specifically at the enemy general and hope to kill him. Okay, instead they seem to be just massacring those crossbowmen.
The forest may be used to conceal your movements, Commander. Close with the enemy under cover of the trees to retain the element of surprise.
He's fleeing. He's not broken yet. They're like, we can still win this, guys. I mean, it's retreat for now, but we might be back later. Very hard. Is there a hold position mode? I think that's what guard does, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, run away. You guys stop firing.
Yes, yes.
They're attacking from the wrong direction. It's awkward. I don't really want to use up all my Jezzail ammunition, but the rattling guns are completely out of position to help.
Ready, ready! We obey!
Speed this up a bit. Yeah, there's that unit of crossbowmen have rallied, and there's like 4 of them left, and they're back in the fight. Menace Below is like a special ability to summon clan rats, because I think I've got free use of that because I was near Skaven Blight. I think that's how it works. Or like Skaven Blight has spread corruption into this province, which therefore gives me a use of it, or something like that. You guys gonna fight? Oh no, they're not on fire at will. Okay. Right, they've got handgunners. Oh Jesus. That isn't good. Maybe a kick claw could help with that. Hang on, this is definitely a menace from below kind of situation. I think one of the best uses for this is just to like pin some archers while the rest of the battle takes place, because now these guys can't contribute. Because one unit of clan rats is just never going to really accomplish anything particularly useful. But by pinning those archers in place, I've effectively removed them from the battle while I do something else. Are they going to kill the general? Oh my god! Is this gonna? Can they fire at him when he's in combat? I don't know how this works. Because if they can, that'd be hilarious. They're just gonna kill a load of Skaven. Yeah, it's hurting him. Oh god, what's happening? Okay, that lightning didn't seem like it accomplished very much. You guys are under horrendous fire. God damn. I think I've got to like... if he wants to do Scorch, he'll have to run in a bit closer. Oh, where are the doom wheels? Yeah, over here. Go, guys.
Rattling a gun. Wicked claw.
My lord is under attack. Oh, no, he's got one lightning back. Okay, let's do another. This handgun has defeated them, but never mind. Let's slow this down a bit actually, because it's kind of a tense and quite failable battle. It turns off the sound for some reason when you slow it down. I imagine they're like, the sound department were like, well, we can't do half-speed sounds for everything, it'll sound terrible, let's just disable the sound instead. But you can just play the sound. It's not a big issue. Is the Lord broken? Yeah, they're still shooting him! Man, these guys are good shots. There, that's what we want. Go on. Did that kill? I killed like a third of the unit. That's pretty good. Oh god, the rattling guns are dying quite badly. Have we got anything to attack them? God, get in there. Are these guys not broken yet? What are they? How are they not broken? Being absolutely wiped out. I think killing the general is probably the most productive thing I can do right now. Because if he dies, then the whole army will just suddenly flee. Yeah, there we go. Effective. Okay, yep, the handgunners are having to... I should have sent these guys in earlier before they killed most of my rattling gunners, but never mind. These guys aren't doing very well. Maybe the old doom wheels, there they are. I think if we win this battle we capture the city, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Oh, there's one whole, basically a whole unit of crossbowmen over there. I should probably go deal with those. Yeah, okay, well that worked. Strategically. Is anyone not fleeing yet? Yeah, these guys need... If they just turned around and fought, they could probably massacre these Skaven slaves. They don't realise how weak these guys are that are chasing them. They do look kind of menacing, I suppose. Rats are slightly faster, aren't they? Yeah, Skaven are faster than humans. I don't know how much faster. Ah, the humanity! And the Skaven slaves are like, uh-oh, we've caught them, now what? Okay, just try and pin them in place, and then there's a danger here that some of these guys will rally and come back. So I should actually probably be a bit more cautious. Because some of those units are still at quite high health. I think if I can break this crossbow unit, that'll probably win. No, look, these guys have recovered. Oh crap. That is not good at all. The Jezzails are out of ammo. The rattling guns are... Right, they've now broken. They've rallied now. Yep. Of course they have. I think if I keep chasing them like this and snipping at them, they'll never rally. I think that's kind of how it works. But if they just wander off, then they get their... Go on, Skaven slaves, you're fine. Whoa, where's that coming from? Oh, what is this? There's a mortar up on the hill. Huh. Guess I get the Doom players to go deal with that. Go on, Doom players.
Yes, master. Scary.
You can do it.
Scary, yes, yes. Fight, fight. Your desire.
Yeah, they're just breaking again straight away. That's good. This is... Come on, guys. Oh, what's this? Ah! There's a whole unit of... whole new unit of crossbowmen there. Here come the Doom wheels. Doom wheels? Doom players. There's a eerily accurate mortars. You going for it? What are you doing?
Council, yes.
Decided not to attack for some reason. I think like the momentum does actually matter. So if I tell them to go attack this one instead, and then like bounce them back and forth, I think that does actually help. Where's the claw gone? It's just over here. Oh god, the handgunners are coming back. Ah. Oh no. Ugh. Jesus, these handguns are absolutely brutal.
Kill, yes! Ready, ready!
This is the problem with relying on half my army being Skaven slaves. Where is Claw? Come over here, Claw.
Doomflayer!
Right, they've broken. I think that's it. Have I not won yet? There we go. I think it was the two intact mortars at the back that I didn't even realise existed that were causing the enemy army not to break. That was a heroic victory, okay. Apparently. Maybe it took the rocket usage into account? Maybe it doesn't count as a heroic victory if you use a rocket. I don't know. We are gonna eat them.
Suffering pain.
Oh, I didn't capture Maragliano. Oh, what? Claw is now man's ruin. I've unlocked the 13th scheme. No, that's not what I wanted, this one. 13th scheme, diplomatic relations plus 13 with Skaven. On turn start, lords have a chance to gain loyalty. Hero action, success chance, enemy hero action, success stance. Army abilities. Okay, I don't think that's a thing I would want to do. If I had a lot of disloyal lords, that would be a good thing to do right now. But right, can I now? What? Now he can't. Oh, he's encamped. Okay, now I can occupy Magritta. There we go.
This place weakens your warriors, my lord.
Oh, I don't quite have enough food.
Do not linger here
Okay, that's
without good reason.
What? No, I still can't settle it. What the hell?
New warp forge is here.
What is going on? I guess it's because he doesn't have an army, but I don't know what he needs in his army. Oh, let's just recruit more Skaven slaves then, and since it's now been 4 turns of him just sitting there doing nothing. Come on, dude.
More black powder.
Okay, can we now conquer Maragliano? Are the defenders all come out? No. I guess we'll just maintain the siege then.
Despoil!
I didn't kill enough, so I didn't kill enough of the retreating ones. I guess that's what happened there. It's kind of annoying. Claw. Claw can ride on a Doomflayer. That would make quite a big difference. I'd get him around the battlefield a bit faster. Oh, and there's a thing I could upgrade there, wasn't there? Characters on Doomflayers have Warpstone detonation. That sounds pretty good. Let's get that.
The Forbidden Workshop has been put to good use, my lord. However...
No, we need to upgrade the Forbidden Workshop. I guess that's in Skaven right somewhere. Is this the Forbidden Workshop? No.
Ickett's flayers are best.
Oh, here. I guess this is like once we've upgraded, once we've spent a certain amount, I guess it upgrades, something like that.
The doom wheels come.
Right, in which case we do need to just buy more.
Good flay to die.
I don't know what I want.
Limbs will fly.
Melee attack, that seems like a good idea. There we go.
You're in my optics.
Hey buddy. He's still hanging around Castle Carcassonne. Might as well just stay nearby.
Night runner.
Should probably stop and go to bed. think I can usefully do anything with any of these. Oh, I can upgrade it to the next food level. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's it. Wait, how's Talia still? Oh yeah, of course Talia's still alive. We've still got
A fallen
Maragliano.
hero dwells nearby, my lord. They are particularly good. Consider merging some units in this army, my lord.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Test weapons. Yes, yes. Die, die, die!
Might live very slightly longer.
All things die! Attack! Attack! Kill! Slay! Maim!
I could hire another lord, use that lord to recruit some troops, and then bring them in to help. That's probably a good idea.
Stink of betrayal strong.
Any more warlock masters? Yeah, you can be a...
Master engineer.
We're going to recruit just clan rats. Clans probably want shields, don't we? Because there's lots of pistoliers at the moment.
Harness the power.
Is there anyone to like do stuff on? Steel technology, yeah.
Blast
Oh,
balls.
failed. I'd like to conquer this Maragliano, but then I think I'll stop after that. Chaos has invaded off to the north
The
somewhere.
forces of Bretonia have been sighted nearby. Their knights claim to be the most brave and valiant warriors in the world, but they have not yet come up against you, my lord.
Talk about faction descriptions that don't work. Yeah, the Bretonian knights are nowhere near as brave and valiant as my minus 35 recruitment cost for Warp Fire Throw, Warp Lightning Cannon, Doom Wheel. That's useful. Except it's not useful at all because I can't do that right now. Can I do the under thing yet? One more turn. Okay, so I need to be in position. Let's get him. He's got 5 clan rats. Let's have another 5. Oh, Skaven Black. Crucially important. Doesn't generate any more food. Right, can these guys now... Can these guys now settle Magritta? No, why not? What is going on here? I don't understand.
Make Under Empire bigger.
This is so odd.
Stamper, march. Stamper, scurry.
I don't get it. I don't understand what the issue is. It's not like it gave me any feedback or anything. It didn't say what the reason for not being able to do it was. There probably is some really simple, obvious reason, but it doesn't tell me, so I don't know.
Ready to swordfish.
I have only one good ear, yes, but I still hear you.
Oh, they've ended their non-aggression pact. It could be a sign of goblin assaults.
My lord, the
yet to
enemy
come.
raid your lands and slaughter your denizens. Take up arms against them.
Oh,
Make
what's
them
this
pay
shit?
dearly for their transgressions.
There's an orc war coming. Wait, is this? She's raiding me. What the hell?
Death targets.
Not okay.
Technomagic.
Right, now I can infiltrate Carcassonne. No, I can't. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, oh god, the Under Empire is now automatically spread to there as a result of the one in there. Alright, fine. Back to Brion. There we go. Sure, okay.
You honor me.
What was it? The food one, wasn't it? Food. Food. 1,000 for some extra food seems pretty good.
Diabolic devices.
Ooh, excuse me. Meanwhile, this guy is just like,
Sorcerer
don't know what's
event.
happening.
Yes, yes. This way, way. Stalk. Yes, yes.
He's just going to recruit more Skaven slaves and see if he can figure out how to colonize.
Murder, death, kill.
Specialist? Oh, or... I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I was going to attack Miraglione. Oh, never mind.
Cower before Chief Warlock Claw.
Oh,
no
who are these
fair.
guys? Skull Takers. They want a non-aggression pact. Yeah, that sounds like an excellent plan.
I protect Bretonnia.
Oh, I don't have very much money. Oh, it's my
Stone.
huge army of clan rats, I guess.
Power of Spire.
Oh, failed. What's this clusterfuck here?
Now, now.
More Skaven slaves.
Now.
We're taking damage from something. Is it vampiric corruption? Yep. Wow, someone is causing a massive amount of vampiric corruption.
Die, die, die.
So if I were to attack now, it would apparently be a decisive victory. Honestly, I'm inclined to just auto-resolve it, because this looks like a pain to fight. They have walls and everything. Yeah, I'm just going to auto-resolve it. And then I go to bed.
Which kill device to use, hmm?
Do I lose any of my units? No. Right, and then we can occupy it. But not at level 3, unfortunately.
Our Under Empire, bigger, stronger.
Hooray! Victory! Victory for the Skaven!
I win!
A weapons dump. Oh, there's some build warfare throwers. Seems like the kind of thing I probably just want to build in Skaven by though. I'll repair the docks. Oh, I'm tired.
Warp lightning.
I think I'm just going to leave it there and then make difficult economic decisions later. And try and figure out how to settle Magritta. Ragliano can have
Chief Warlock,
food.
Claw.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by the food mechanic at all because it makes you like I just unhesitantly selected the food option there because wait, hang on, did I select the food option in Skaven Blight? I didn't, did I? No, because I forgot there was one. If I'd noticed there was one, I would have done it. I just unhesitantly select the food option because food is just so important. Like everything depends on food. Which is fine. I mean, it's fine that everything depends on food, but then there's loads and loads of places where I can choose between food and not food, and I just always choose food. So it's not. It's hugely reducing my decision making. It's a bit frustrating.
Skaven Blight.
Right, I'm going to leave it there.
My name.
I may stream this, or I may stream Arkham Horror instead. I almost streamed that instead tonight. I'm trying to stream a little bit more frequently. We'll see if it goes well. Right, I'm heading to bed though. Good night, everybody.